this is Victoria Whitehead.
And this is Matthew Armstrong, and welcome to day 74 of our 100-day juice feast. And today I am drinking a very delicious juice. I've got one avocado left, and after that no more avocados for the last 25 days. Just pure, unadulterated, sweet-free fruit and vegetable juice. This evening got a really tasty one here. In it, and I can remember this time, there's celery, there is bok choy, there is tomatoes, and there is carrots, and it's really good, really tasty one. And what do you got, Victoria?
I don't know, you made it.
I know, I'm sure you know what's in there.
I don't know what's
There's
in there.
spinach in it, there's apples, there's lemon and ginger, and a little bok choy. How is it?
It's great.
Okay, good. And what I want to share something, a little analogy about how the human body works and how it eliminates, how it detoxifies, and all that. And I want to share an analogy of a swimming pool. And basically our swimming pool here, it was neglected over the winter, so it went very green and got full of sludge and muck and probably about 6 inches at the bottom of just debris and sludge and muck where it just hadn't been looked after. And so then to clean it, we had to really dose it, high amounts of chlorine, get the pH levels right. Then we had to hoover out the muck, and but it took a long time to get right. Had to change the sand. And then eventually there was just this one thing left where there was something that just wasn't getting filtered out. It wasn't getting eliminated. Even after we put in all the good stuff, we put in all the nutrition. We eliminated some, but there's still one of the maybe elimination channels just wasn't working right, and there was still this like dusty stuff in it, and it would just get filtered round, and it would just move around the body of the pool, and it just wasn't actually leaving the pool. It was kind of going around the how would you say, the system. It was going around the
filtration system.
Yeah, yeah, right. But it wasn't actually leaving the actual swimming pool. And so what we ended up doing was turned it onto waste. Had to do a quite severe thing, turn it onto waste and hoover everything out onto waste. So all the dust and debris that just wasn't leaving it had to go onto waste and had to be moved out. And that is very similar to how the human body is. If we have neglected ourselves, then we become full of kind of like sludge. It's like horrible inside. Things start to grow. In the pool there was larvae and things like that. It's the same with the human body, parasites and all those things. And then just cleaning it, it's a big job. Then if you've neglected your body, it's a big job cleaning it up. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that happens after a 7 or 14-day cleanse or something like that. It's a big job, and it takes a while. And it's not just putting the stuff in, because you got to put the stuff in. Like with the pool, we're putting the chlorine in, we're putting the pH stuff in to get the pH levels right, and we're dosing it loads and loads of nutrition. But still, that just wasn't. It was helping. It was really helping, but it just wasn't enough. But because some of the channels of elimination weren't really working. So with our bodies, we can put all the good stuff in, but if we have other blockages, so basically everything's going around, but it's just going around the lymphatic system, and it's not actually getting out of the body, because maybe there's all these antiperspirant deodorants on, which are basically blocking up all the pores, blocking up the elimination. We're putting stuff in our skin, we're not sweating it out. So we have to eliminate by sweating things out. Maybe when you get maybe like a chest infection or something, and it's really tough, and you're coughing but nothing's coming out. That's when it's at its worst. But when you start, coughing up like big lumps of phlegm and things, that chest infection is getting better because you're getting the crap out of your body. And that's what you got to do. It's not just putting the good stuff in. Putting the good stuff in is great. Get the juices in as much as possible, and also open up all the channels of elimination, because there can be some stubborn stuff in there that just won't come out. You know, like we had that stuff in the pool was just wouldn't come out. Every time we filtered it through, it just remained cloudy, until went for a bit of a more extreme measure and put it on the waste, hoovered it so everything got shot out, lost a bit of water doing it. Same as like the human body, you go on a cleanse, you lose some weight, you need to put that bulk back on again afterwards, but it was a necessary thing to do to get that deep down stuff out. Does that make sense? You know, so you could have like maybe heavy metals in your body, and you know, it's very difficult to cleanse out heavy metals, and everybody's got heavy metals, especially if you've got mercury amalgam fillings, you know, serious toxic poisoning there. You know, taking different vaccines, things like that, you know, you've got mercury in there and things like that, and then just from our atmosphere, from the water, we can get heavy metal poisoning as well, and it accumulates in the system. So getting that out takes a little bit more than eating the right stuff, or you know, you've got to do something a bit bigger than that. You're going to have to do some fast, some cleanse, some colonic irrigations, things like that to really get it out. You know, get a real sweat on, you know, going in an infrared sauna, doing some intense exercise to eliminate that. So that's the analogy, and it really is very, very similar with the swimming pool, the human body, very, very similar. Finally, we've got the pool pristine. Took a while, but there it is. And as that's happening, it's also happening with our own bodies as well. Okay, so we've got a great yoga posture today. Actually got a great yoga series that we're going to be doing now for the next few days. So you know, be with us for the next few days to do each succession of that. So what I'm going to share with you in these next 3 videos is what's commonly known as the Sun Salutation, and I'm going to go from beginner, intermediate and advanced. And the Sun Salutation, it's more than just a posture, it's actually a series of, you actually go through 12 postures in a flowing movement over the space of about a minute. So it's a fantastic posture. The Indian form is the Surya Namaskar is what it's called. It's very, very well known set of yoga postures, which are great to do at the start of your yoga series to warm up the whole body. It's a great warm up for the whole body. So if you're not going to do any other posture, just do this one. If you wake up in the morning and you think, I haven't got time to do my yoga, just spend 5 minutes doing a series of just the Sun Salutation, and that's a great way to start your day. So let's start off. We start off from the end of our mat, and like always we get our body aligned, erect, placing the hands together at heart center. As we breathe in, breathing is very important, so as we breathe in, we stretch up, and we stretch all the way back. And we breathe out, go all the way forward. Then as we breathe in, we look up. Breathe out, step 1 foot back, then the other foot. Then breathe all the way out, push back. So in this posture here, we want to take 5 breaths in and out through the nose. We want to have our heels down, so we're not up on our toes, our heels are down. Our legs are straight, our hips are pulled up in the air, and we push away with our hands and let the head just flop. After our 5th breath, now as we breathe out, we drop the knees, chin, chest, push up. As we breathe in, looking up. Then as we breathe out, we go back up again, breathing out. Then as we breathe in, we step up the opposite foot, straighten the legs, keep breathing out, all the way up, hands back to heart center. So that's a great one to get and to learn it. Just follow through. And that is the basic one, that is the beginner one, because when you go down, you're not putting too much stress on your shoulders if you're not that strong of a body. You go through it like that. Take it easy, go through that. Breathing's very important, so get the breathing right.
So we'd like to say hi to Kimmy and wish her all the best with your juice feasting. You must be on about day 10 now, so we look forward to hearing more about how you're getting on.
Yeah, I just got an email from Kimmy. She's put it up with video response, right?
Yeah.
Video response,
Yeah.
one of the earlier videos in the last few days. And just got an email from Kimmy. She's on day 10 now of a 75-day juice feast. And I think it's the first time she's done it. She had to go and source a juicer and things like that. You know, fair play to you, Kimmy. Also, you know, anyone who's got like excuses, I know that Kimmy's like really committed, really serious, because she had a wedding and all sorts of different social occasions on the weekend there, and she didn't break her juice feast. You know, that's like a huge excuse for people to say, oh, I've got this function coming up, I've got a wedding coming up, I'll go on my diet after that. But Kimmy started a 75-day juice feast 10 days before or 9 days before she had to go to a wedding and do all these social functions, and she just bought all the juice with her, had jars of juice or bottles of the juice that she bought with her. So, and you know, that's just definitely hats off to you for that one. So that's you know, there is no excuses. You know, take the excuses out of it, take the story out of it, and then you can just move forward to what you want to achieve, what you want to create in your life. Yeah?
Yeah, and anyone else who's out there, if you're juice feasting, we always love to hear from you how you're getting on, what kind of things you're experiencing, so that we can see how it compares with what we've been experiencing, and just so we can learn from each other. So yeah, do get in contact with us and let us know how you're getting on.
Alright, so look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow. Thanks for subscribing, sharing the videos, favouriting them as well. Thanks very much. My name is Matthew Armstrong.
And I'm Victoria Whitehead.
Take care.